And they had this woman come on. I think she was a professor or psychologist of some sort, and she was saying, well, the way it's been marketed is that they're going to have the time of their lives, and that is it's some kind of excitement for them to find themselves on this journey. And they're saying, it's being the whole kind of campaign of Syria is being marketed to women predominantly as well, because the rebels see them as the future childbearers of the jihadists, like the next generation. And that's why they want to kind of lure them in and do that. And they're giving them promises such as you're going to get free housing and, that kind of stuff, and land. And it's like, she said, they're not free houses. The houses are empty because the families have either been slaughtered or have had to flee. So it's not like the government's involved in this and thinking, yeah, we'll just give you a free house for coming here and helping us or whatever. It's just madness, and I feel so bad, and my heart goes out to the bloody families. I mean, can you imagine, going on about your day, coming home from work, noticing and finding out that your daughter isn't here. You think, oh, maybe she's gone out to her friend's house, or she's gone for a sleepover, or maybe she went out for dinner with a couple of friends or whatever, right? And then you're calling round to all of her friends. Nobody knows where she is, and the panic that they must have felt and still be feeling, because their children could be dead somewhere in a ditch or a desert.
And they may well never know if they do, or because chances are, once they get over there, their passports are going to be taken from them, probably burned, so they can't leave, and that's it. They just may well never be heard from again. And like you say, it's propaganda that's been posted on the internet and various places these girls find, and propaganda is exactly what it's supposed to be. It's not basic stuff. I mean, some of the videos that have been coming out of the terror groups is very high production value. Yeah. So it's quite easy for them to set something up and make it look as though the West is reporting on it in an unfair way and making up lies. It's bloody easy to do that. It's not a new trick. And it's just really, really shocking. And like you say, it's kind of like when you go to uni, or like when I moved down from Hull to Reading. Yeah, it was exciting, but I knew if all the things went wrong, if the shit hit the fan, I could always go back home.
Yes, that is key, and that is important. No matter what happens in your normal everyday life, you know that you've got the safety of your home to go back to. You can go see your parents again. When you're fleeing to a fucking war zone, you're not going to have that option. And the thing is, when you're that young, you make mistakes. This is a huge mistake. And I bet when they got there, or when they get to Syria, they're going to think, fuck, what have we done? I just hope that somehow they find their way back. Some kind stranger helps them to find their way back here. I know chances of that are very slim, but they need to hope for a fucking miracle that they're just safe and well.
But then you've seen probably some of the reports coming out of the harsh Sharia laws that are being imposed. And I think a young boy, I think he was 10, had called ISIS by some derogatory term, and he'd been lashed 30 times or something ridiculous like that. And the restrictions, I don't think you're allowed to chew gum or smoke. Oh my God. You can't smoke. Some areas have stopped people smoking because it's slow suicide. So these are, it's not a liberal area, and they come from a very, they've grown up in a very liberal country, and it's going to be such a massive shock. And the chances of anybody being able to help them get out once they're in the thick of it is very slim, because nobody's going to risk their life.
Yeah, this is true. It's going to be a massive,
three stupid girls.
Yeah, massive culture shock, I think.
So, that was quite sad to read this week. It really was, because I know that there's one girl that fled with her son or her daughter. She was a young mum, and she's I think has come back. I think she ran over the border, and the only reason she didn't get shot was because she had a child in her arms. Because that's the other thing. You run towards a border, and you're going to be shot from behind from the people you're running from, and chances are you're going to be shot by the people that you're running to, because they think that you're going to blow yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very difficult to get out of those sorts of situations. I mean, again, I can only piece together what has come out, what's been told, but she's come back, and I think she's been arrested. Because she will have been, because she's been known to associate with terrorists and whatnot.
Exactly. So you're arrested on terror charges, really, when you
Yeah,
get back into the country.
but this woman needs to share her story, and she needs to be telling young girls that are thinking about going to these war-torn areas. And she's come back for a reason, obviously, because it was shit out there, and
Yeah.
she needs to be on television saying how awful it was, and she needs to tell girls, don't fucking believe what these women are telling you. It's bullshit. It's awful out there. You know, I nearly died. I had to do this. I had to do that. It's awful. I'm back, and I'm grateful that I've been, allowed to come back, and I've got my liberty and freedom again.
Yeah.
Because I would say that to anyone about anything. This isn't just because of the background, the ethnic background these girls are from, or whatever war's going on. I don't give a fuck about that. What I care about is young girls running away and putting themselves in danger, and that's what's important.
I agree.
And I think that the people that are saying, "Oh, good, stay out there. We don't want you here anywhere," they're British girls. They're from our community. We need to stop.
Get them back safely and
Yeah.
help spread the message that it's not fun and games to go to a fucking war zone. There isn't going to be a coach waiting for you. It's not like here where there's a bus every 10 minutes to take you where you need to go. There's not going to be a bus there waiting for them to take them back. It's like a one-way thing.
No, exactly.
And that's what they need to really understand before they make decisions like this in the heat of the moment, and then it's too late.
This is true, and it's just very, very sad, and I think it's also playing into the propaganda and everything, and getting young girls going over, not just from Britain but from like France, Germany, America, Australia, and getting people to go over there is driving a bigger wedge between communities.
Yeah, and countries.
Because countries and communities, because people start like you pick up the Daily Mail and it's all over it. It's Muslim this, gals that, blah blah blah, and it just feeds into the fear. And you can't be scared of everybody and everything. You have to. These are the times when we should be pulling together as a nation, regardless of anything else, and saying no, we need to stop this sort of thing happening, because these are our children.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And that's my 5 pence worth.
More like that's your tenner worth, basically.
It is, but you got it for a cost of 5 pence.
I got it for free.
You did get it for free.
Yeah, I did. She said cheekily. Anyway, what I wanted to tell you and everybody else listening was last week we had food takeout on Friday. So we ordered our food from the restaurant and we were waiting for it to get delivered, and it was, I think, 9:30, and I was furious. I was beyond hangry. I wasn't just, hungry and angry. I was bloody furious. I could kill. I was so hungry. I was
hangry. Furious and angry.
Furious and hangry. I was so fuming. I just wanted food. So I almost, did 30 Hail Marys when the delivery man knocked on the door for the food. I was like, oh, thank God. I just want to inhale it, and he'll be eaten, and carnage will resume in 5 minutes.
Excellent.
So the food came, we went to the sitting room and started to unpackage it, and I opened one of the boxes and there was a hot dog. I thought, that's funny. Nobody here's ordered a hot dog.
What had you ordered?
We had ordered, I think my brother had ordered steak, my sister-in-law had ordered steak as well, and I ordered some roast chicken.
What kind of delivery service is this? The only delivery we can get around here is like kebab and chips or pizza.
This was actually from a restaurant called Jungle Paprika.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and we order from there quite a lot because their food is grilled.
Nice.
And so it has that nice smoky grill taste and doesn't have the fat that you generally get from, other places which deep fry and that kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, so, we had the food, I'm looking at it, and it's a hot dog, and I'm thinking, odd, nobody ordered a hot dog, fine, doesn't matter, there were 4 more boxes. And so I looked.
Maybe it's a free hot dog.
Yeah, maybe it's a freebie. They just throw. Maybe they did throw it in because they were so late. Mind you, the time was about 9:45 now when the food arrived. And so looked at the second box, another hot dog. Open the third box, another hot dog. Open the fourth box, expecting something different, and it was another hot dog. Last box, I thought, do you know what? Fuck it, I'm going to open it. And it was another hot dog.
Shit, man.
5 hot dogs. I was so hungry. And I said, the funny thing is, when the delivery guy came in, I said to my sister-in-law, I don't know why, I turned to her and said, I bet it's the wrong order. Because it's taken that fucking long. I bet it's the wrong one. And I don't know why I said it, but it just happened. Anyway, I said to them, look, they've got the order wrong. I'm fuming. I want to march down there and I want to, fucking kill them all because they got my order wrong. I know it's very extreme, but I was really, and
coming
really
from you,
hungry.
that would scare the shit out of me.
Completely. I was so hungry, and this is why I don't allow myself to get hangry. Like, I always have a protein bar or something on me because I know, if I haven't eaten in so many hours, I'm going to be getting irritated. And it is a family trait. All of us have it. That's why we keep a stash of food close by, for times like this. No, seriously. For times like this, like break glass in case of hangry. So then, phoned him up, and it turns out that he'd given our food to the last house that he was now going to. So they wanted the hot dogs, we didn't. So now the time is 10:15, and still...
How long had you been waiting by now?
Fucking hours.
Okay.
Like, seriously, fucking hours waiting, and he'd got it wrong, the delivery guy. God, I could have killed him. I really could have. So then my brother phoned up the restaurant and said, look, they've given the wrong orders. They informed us that the guy is now making his last journey to his last journey. It would have been his last journey to the house to give them our orders because he's mixed them up. So we said, well, just tell him to turn back, pick up our food, give it to them, and then on his way back he can give us our food, right? And it's all good. Everybody gets the food that they've ordered, and we can all eat and live happily and stop having homicidal thoughts, basically. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, just calm down.
Yeah, just take a breath. So then he said that would take too long, and he proposed for us to keep the food. So keep the hot dogs. The other family would keep our food, and then what they'd do, they'd remake our orders at the restaurant and just then re-deliver them. So we said, okay then, that's practically, free food, but I took a bite of the hot dog and it wasn't very nice, and I thought, I don't like this and I don't really eat hot dogs anyway. So we thought, what are we going to do with all of this food? We have boxes of 5 hot dogs in buns with salad and with the side of chips that we're not going to eat. And, I don't want to throw that in the bin because that's a lot of food. There's people out there who don't have any food or any say or choice in what they want to eat, right? So we were like, right, let's go on a mission and find homeless people.
Okay.
So we got into the car and we scoured everywhere. Seriously, we went to town, we went to Wigston, we were in Oadby, we went to other areas, and we looked everywhere, by the nightclubs, by the alleyways. This was a 45-50 minute drive of us intensely searching for homeless people. We couldn't find one person. There was no one.
Oh my God, can you believe there isn't a homelessness problem in Leicester? Jesus Christ.
No, but the thing is, when I go to work in the morning and when I come back, I always pass so many different, homeless people on the street. And if I've got time, I go to a nearby vendor and I'll buy them some food, or I'll put some money, in their hat. So at least they can have a bit to eat, right? But so I thought this was a dead ringer to find some people to give the food to. And I expected it to be a 10-minute trip. We go there, we see them, we give them the boxes, it's fine. We come home and then we have our food. But I was like, fuck me, we couldn't find any homeless people whatsoever, which made me think, where do they go at night?
Where do they go at night?
Because is there some, I don't know, secret meeting that they have, or do they have a secret location they go to so that the police or, people don't heckle abuse at them or move them along? Do they have secret lodgings? Because I couldn't find anyone.
A lot of the time they either go to the Salvation Army, or some churches or